準備は OK 新しいアニメみんなで見ようねレビューが光る心がドキドキおすすめ作品見逃せない
Welcome everybody back to otakusandgeeks.com. Justin here with more for Anime 2024 coverage, and today we're going to be reviewing Gundam Requiem for Vengeance, which is now on Netflix. Technically, I know for my anime purists out there, you might not consider this an anime due to the animation style, but we are going to include it in the full anime coverage because it is based off a Japanese property, Japanese manga / anime property, Mobile Suit Gundam. So we are going to do a little technicality here and put it in the full anime 2024 coverage. Now, you can catch this on Netflix, and as always, I give you a brief synopsis. So without further ado, folks, here we go. 11 months into the one-year war, and UC-0079 top Zaku II pilot Captain Solari faces the Earth Federation new lethal weapon, the Mobile Suit Gundam. I think I botched the name, but sorry about that. Anyway, how was this? I mean, anime fans, you probably saw the trailer. You already, just based off the trailer, you probably already written this off. But I did sit there and watch all 6 episodes. Is it terrible? No, I wouldn't call it terrible. Is it bad? I honestly will say mid. As cringy as that sounds, it's just it's okay. It's eh. Is it something I'm gonna watch again? No, not really. I will tell you some good points, and then I'll really get to the bad points. So, first things first. This might appear a little biased, mainly because I am Team Earth Federation Forces. This seems like a sympathy for Zeon. I don't like the Zeon, never liked the Zeon, even as a kid. No matter what the story, I've always just been Earth Federation. That's just been me. That's just how I roll. I do, however, like what they did with the captain. I like the fact that the show took its time to do something that a lot of the Gundam shows, they do tackle a little bit, but this one really explored Survivor's Guild. And I'm not going to spoil what happens here. It's completely spoiler free, but the captain has to deal with Survivor's Guild, and you'll find that out in episode 1. What I will say they did a really great job with is the action and the fact of really giving us a perspective on what a Gundam attack and what dealing with the Gundam looks like from the eyes of the Zeon forces. This thing was terrifying, and it should be terrifying. And I mean, they made it their mission to really make sure, especially in a particular amount of shots, they made it their mission to make sure that the eyes were really, really red, especially during the nighttime scenes. Like all you see is the Gundam's eyes. And for those who want to know, I believe it's not Amaru. I don't think it's Amaru. It's Gundam EX's mobile suit. I believe so. But you can always correct me if I'm wrong for those who really, really know everything about the mobile suits and different types. By all means, give me a correction. But I did like that aspect of it. I did like that survivor's guilt that the captain was dealing with. And they, of course, all Gundams really show the horrors of war. And yes, they did kind of make me just a little bit feel sorry for the Zeon. Just a little bit. Not that much, but just a bit. I was just like, damn, that's messed up. But then the Gundam did this thing, and I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But I will have to say some bad news. So the things that I didn't like. The animation could be hit or miss, especially when it comes to the voice acting. There are times in here where, which is amazing to me, where there's moments in here sometimes where the lips didn't sync with the dialogue. And the acting. Oh boy. This was very hard to get through. The voice acting to me was just, it felt like PS2 video game voice acting. It felt like they were voicing a video game for a video game, just even instead of an actual TV show, just the way it was approached, the way the dialogue was, the way the delivery was. It sounded like the most generic military voices that you can think of, that you can just probably just pull up and just go, hey, yes, sir. And it's just like, ugh. So I switched it to the Japanese dub just to see if I could get through it. Even the Japanese dub wasn't that great. So I just powered through the English dub, and it's just the performances for me just did not do it. I don't know what happened or what the direction was for these actors. I'm pretty sure they're really great actors. It's just probably the direction wasn't very clear on what type of what we were going for. It just felt very flat and soulless. That's the best way I could describe it. I didn't really feel much of it, even through the actual. I mean, I would say the main character, she does a great job, but like some of the supporting cast at times, it just felt, yeah, it just felt very like the energy wasn't there, the motivation wasn't. I didn't feel it. I couldn't feel even like on certain scenes. I just couldn't feel like that emotion that they were trying to really, show us on the screen. Action wise, I would say action was really good. I think that's one of the highlights, and you can see that's where all the budget went into. But is this something that I'm gonna recommend you watch or put it on your list? To be honest with you, no. I'm actually going to be giving this a skip it. Um, and that's just didn't, the elements in here, yes, that work, but like I said, the animation and the voice acting kind of just takes you out of it. There's moments in here where I was just scratching my head. Even certain elements in the story, I'm just going, huh? Why are we doing this? Why is this decision being made? I do like that it's more self-contained. And yes, you will feel for the Xeon forces. If you're not a total Federation fanboy like me, then yeah, you might have some sympathy for the Xeon, or you might be like me and have no empathy for them and just go, screw them. Okay, good. Let's go Gundams. But like I said, some pros. I did like the fact that our captain is dealing with survivor's guilt in that whole particular journey. I like how they, from the Xeon perspective, that the Gundams are a complete menace. The action is pretty good from what it does. Some cons, like I said, the voice acting really didn't do it for me. Sometimes the animation is a hit or miss. Sometimes the lips are not synced with the actual dialogue. Music was pretty decent. But it would have been nice to, at least, since it is that same time period of the 0079, it would have been cool if they did a little homage to the actual Gundam original series, to at least musically wise, to keep us in the flow of things. Even with sound effects, I felt like they should have just took from the actual anime to like really kind of home it in, like, hey, this is a different, this is our universe, instead of just trying to do their own thing here. But overall, folks, that's pretty much it for this one. This is Justin from MotakusandGeeks.com. What did you think of Mobile's? Well, they don't even call it Mobile Suit Gundam. They just call it Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. Comment below, let me know. And if you like what we do here, hopefully we earn a subscription. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Peace, love, and happiness to you all. I'll catch you on the next one. Later days.